Uh, Good afternoon, everyone. Can you see my screen now?
Yes, ma'am. Good afternoon, ma'am.
Okay. So yesterday we stopped in between. Where exactly we stopped yesterday?
Ma'am, conventions of drama, madam.
Conventions of drama. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll start that. Have I finished all convention of drama? Whole thing?
No, ma'am. Only one we have finished. Cast of characters.
Okay. Okay. Okay, where I am. First, the cast of characters. In that you will find the list of the all the actors who are playing the role. Okay, convention of drama. First is cast of characters. This is a list of the beginning of the play before any action started. Can you see all? Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. We can see. You're audible, ma'am.
First, in the convention of drama, cast of characters. Second one is actor. Second one is act. Act is a major division of a play. That means, I yesterday I explained you about the structure of the drama, right? And we have exposition, complication, all these things. All the dramas and plays are divided into act because in one go we cannot show everything. What I explained yesterday, who were there? Shibnia, you were there
Yeah,
yesterday.
yeah, ma'am. Yeah, ma'am.
I'm not able to find my notes. Okay, yeah. Here was exposition, right? Remember? This
Yes,
was
ma'am.
this was
Yes, ma'am. Exposition.
complications,
Com-
climax, and resolution.
yes, ma'am.
It's not so in the exposition, it's come act one. Okay. In the complication comes act two, in the climax, act three, and the resolution will be act four. So act basically is like a division of the play. Play is divided into four or three acts. Remember this. Now, third point is, what is scene? Anybody has any idea about scene? Scene is like a setting of the play, setting, and it's usually called major division of an act. What happened to this pencil all the time? Major division of an act. Okay, so this is called scene. Third convention of the drama is scene. Fourth one is stage direction. In the stage direction, what exactly we do is we are taking care. A dramatist is taking care of the dramatist as taking care of the prompts. Anybody has any idea about the prompts?
No, ma'am.
Outfit. Prompts means all are the extra thing uh, which this extra things used by an actor. For example, if a lady is playing a role of king, sorry, queen, so in her hand there will be one kind of fan. Okay, these extra things comes in prompts. Now, okay, we are done with convention of drama. We have four conventions of drama. Remember that: cast of characters, act, scene, stage direction. That's all. Now I will tell you how many. See, theater. The heading is theater. In the time of Shakespeare, okay, this kind of theater was a setting. So people usually sit here, this side also, and this side also. Okay, this kind of theater or stage is called third stage, where audience are surrounded by three sides. Audience are surrounded by three sides. Now there is another next stage is called round stage. This is round in circle and the audience are surrounded everywhere. This is a stage. Okay, this is a stage and this is a area where audience usually sit. This is called round stage. At the time of Shakespeare, these kind of stages were there. Okay, now setting of the stage. How we set up the stage. While setting a stage, what are the things we have to keep in mind are first, sets. What kind of set it is? Second, lightning. When an actor is coming on stage and performing, there should be a proper lightning. Okay. Third, what kind of costumes that actor is wearing. Fourth, props. Props, as I told you, extra things. Sorry, last time I pronounced it wrong. It's not prompts, it's props. Extra things. Now, stage can be of two things. First is realistic, realistic and detailed. Second one is abstract and minimal. So, what kind of stages are realistic or detailed? I explained it yesterday. Tell me.
Ma'am,
Yeah.
ma'am, can you again?
Yes. Tell me. I'm listening.
Ma'am, can you repeat it again?
What kind of realistic and detailed costumes are there, and which kind of actor wore that?
Ma'am, there is a high class people and everyone, ma'am.
Yeah, so realistic and detail are the outfit which high class people wear. You're right. And abstract is minimal is low class people. Low class or anyone. Low class. Does not mean low class or anyone. In this class, this comes in classical drama. This comes in modern drama. What is happening? Oh God. Sorry, something happened. Classical drama focuses on detailed de- detailed and realistic costume, and modern drama focuses on abstract and minimal. Now, do you have your note, I mean, that book with you?
Textbook, ma'am.
Yeah, textbook.
Yeah,
Unit,
ma'am.
okay. Open page number 23 of your textbook. Unit 3rd. There is a heading called Renaissance and Restoration. I will explain you what is that. Before Renaissance, okay, I'll write all the notes. Before Renaissance, Restoration came. Okay, Restoration, age, Restoration, age is also called, okay, in this age, the drama again came back, and the morning star of Restoration, John Wycliffe. He's a very good writer. He's the first person, Vickill. Check the spelling of John Wycliffe. Okay, this person, John Wycliffe, he considered as a morning star of restoration. He's a person who first um translated Bible in English. Are you writing notes?
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay. Now come to page number 23. Okay. Yeah. Renaissance period means rebirth. Why this all? Renaissance means rebirth. What exactly rebirth is going on that time there? Rebirth of culture rebirth of drama, and it started from 14th to 17th century. Okay, now come to page number 23 only. It's written here. The Renaissance was a cultural movement that initially began in Florence, that means Italy, but later spread throughout Europe. It started around 1350, okay, and ended on 1600. Remember the timeline of Renaissance period. During the Renaissance, people experienced changes in art, learning, and many other things. That means this is a period, Renaissance is a period of rebirth, and that time also industrialization also came. Industrialization. The term Renaissance was first prominently used by French historian Jules Michelet in 1853. First used by French historian Jules Michelet in 1858. And after 2 years later, it was used by Jacob Burckhardt. He published a great book. The name of that book is The Civilization of Renaissance in Italy. The Civilization in Italy. See, we don't need to read everything here, only the important thing. For example, now come to page number 25. There are some famous artistic works that are produced during Renaissance include, I will tell you what are those works, famous artistic works. First is the Mona Lisa painting. This is a very famous painting. I hope everybody has idea about this. It was made by Da Vinci. Da Vinci. He is a famous painter. Okay. Second is the Last Supper. It is also made by Da Vinci. Third painting is Statue of David. It is made by Michelangelo. Okay. Fourth one is the birth of Venus. This is made by Botticelli. Botticelli. Fifth one is the creation of Adam. It is again made by Michelangelo. Michelangelo or Michelangelo, you can pronounce in both ways. The creation of Adam. Creation of is going on. Okay, fifth one is I cannot use it. Most of the time the issue. Okay, Creation of Adam by Michelangelo. This is the fifth one. Why the color is not dark? Okay, now come to page number. Okay, and on the same page, we will. No, it's not important. Yeah, after the Middle Age, the period came in the 14th century called Dark Ages. In the Dark Ages, that was a time of war, ignorance, feminine means सूखा पड़ जाना या फिर um, pandemic means pandemic. You know that COVID-19 was a pandemic. Okay, feminine means सूखा पड़ जाना if I'm not wrong. Femin बीमारी बहुत फैलना. Okay, war of ignorance, war of this is called the Dark Ages where everything was going negative. You will find all this in page number 25.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
During the Middle Ages, a period that took place between the fall of ancient Rome in 476 AD and that was the beginning of 14th century. Okay, European did not make much advance in science because they were following their culture, and when we follow our culture, we don't usually uh, rely on science and art. As also known as this age is 14th century age is known as the Dark Age. Remember that. Okay, and then come down. Don't read everything. Uh, a few geniuses who make a mark in various fields of learning and new areas of discovery. Remember all the names of this. Leo, Leonardo da Vinci, who he's an Italian painter, an architect, inventor, and the Renaissance man who is responsible for the painting of Mona Lisa and Last Supper. If you will see the painting, these are very good paintings. After the class, you just search the painting of Mona Lisa and the Last Supper.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Then other person is Desiderius Erasmus. He is also a scholar from Holland who defined. He is a person who is responsible for humanistic movement in Northern Europe, and he was a translator of the New Testament into Greek. New Testament is again a Bible. Bible's New Testament. बाइबल के दो टेस्टामेंट थे, एक था ओल्ड एक था न्यू. सो ही वाज अ पर्सन हु वाज रिस्पांसिबल फॉर द न्यू टेस्टामेंट ऑफ बाइबल. Okay, then it comes like another writer, Rene Descartes. He's a French philosopher, mathematician, regarded as a father of modern philosophy. Remember this, he's regarded as a father of modern philosophy. Famous for stating, I think, therefore I am. His famous line.
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay, therefore I am. Just write, mark all the important. Galileo, he was an Italian astronomer, physicist, and engineer whose pioneering work with telescope. He's a person who first invented the telescope. Okay,
Yeah.
but if you will read for that UGC net exam paper, in that there was a debate going on whether Galileo was the only person who is responsible, who is the creator of that telescope, or somebody else. Okay. Next one is Nicholas Copernicus. He's also mathematician, astronomer, and who's the first modern scientist argument for the concept of heliocentric solar system. Next one, Thomas Hobbes. He's an Indian philosopher and the author of Leviathan. Leviathan is a very famous poem by Hobbes. It's called the marriage poem. And then Geoffrey Chaucer, he was the first English poet and the author of Canterbury Tales. Then Guido, Italian painter and architect whose more realistic depiction of human emotion influenced generations of artists. And then Dante. Dante, he's an Italian philosopher, poet, and a writer, and the political thinker who authored. He's famous for the Divine Comedy. Okay, we don't need to read all the. Then you can continue reading it. Just remember the names and whether they are the painter or the poet. Then come to page number 26. English Renaissance drama. In the English Renaissance drama, the term embraces Elizabethan drama. Renaissance drama is also known as Elizabethan drama because that started in Elizabethan age. Elizabethan age is also known as the Golden Age. First, Golden Age. Why we call it Golden Age? Anybody has any idea about it?
Mm, no, ma'am.
Okay, I will explain.
You should.
Golden Age because this is the age of development. Science was coming, industrial development. Science was coming, industrialization was going on. People are getting job. All these things. Okay. In this age, King James was a person who was also famous for this translating Bible, and his Bible translation name is King James Bible. I have to write 1 second.
Ma'am.
First, King James Bible, known as James Bible. And he was the first king of entire Europe who translated Bible from Hebrew to English. Yeah. Then in this period only, the great writer came of all the time, all the ages, William Shakespeare. With with him, there are many other playwrights. Write the name of all the playwrights. First is they are called the contemporaries of William Shakespeare. Ben Jonson. From next weekends, I will provide you PPT and this whiteboard because I recently got the classes, so I could not able to prepare proper PPT. I'm so sorry for that. But from next time, you will get proper PPT also. Ben Jonson, Christopher Marlowe. Third is John Lilly. They all are they all are also known as the university wits. University wits. Why they call university wits? Anybody has any idea? Because they studied either in Cambridge or Oxford or Oxford. Are you getting my point?
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay. So right here, Robert Greene, Thomas Dekker, and John Webster. And there are many more. W.E.B. Webster. Okay. William Shakespeare plays are divided into four categories: comedies, histories, tragedies, and romances. Tragedies, example of tragedies are Hamlet. I was giving you this example yesterday.
Yeah.
Tragedies example, Hamlet. Hamlet. Best play ever written which is very famous for tragedy. Other tragedies are Romeo and Juliet. Do you have knowledge about Romeo and Juliet? Everybody has, most of the people, where Romeo and Juliet both died at in the end, and that was a class war story. Why class war story? Because two people from royal background, or royal, who were like upper class royal background, they fall in love with each other despite of the fact that their families are enemies. So that's why it's called class war story also. Okay.
Yeah.
And the third one is Macbeth. We will study Macbeth in next class for sure. I'll tell you the story. And King Lear. Now come to page number 27. Uh, on the second paragraph, Shakespeare undoubtedly admired Chaucer. Okay, works immensely. Chaucer का एक famous work है. Chaucer's famous work is Troilus and Cresside. So Shakespeare took this work as a primary source, and he invented the work called Troilus and Cressida. Just remember, there is only a spelling difference. Troilus and Cresside was a play written by Chaucer. Then, taking that as a primary source, Shakespeare wrote a play called Troilus and Cressida. In this Troilus and Cressida story is very good. We He depicted Cressida as a woman who is not loyal with his lover, and basically the picturization of the woman in the play, this Troilus and Cressida, was very bad. And then because of that, he picturizes Troilus and Cressida in a very wrong way. Oh, actually, no, not Shakespeare, Chaucer, because Chaucer described Troilus and Cressida in that play. He showed that how women are unfaithful; they are not loyal towards their partner. So then he another wrote a play called Fame of Women. This I'm talking about the Chaucer, not the Shakespeare. Okay, and keeping this source as a primary source of Troilus and Cressida, this Shakespeare wrote Troilus and Cressida. Both have different story and both are tragedies. Remember that. Then there is another play called Parliament of Fowls. This Parliament of Fowls is a play by Shakespeare. In this play, what exactly happened is, because of Parliament of Fowls, we are celebrating Valentine's Day. What exactly happened in this play is, uh, Parliament of Fowls have one. Okay, I will explain. The characters are all birds. Okay, eagle was a head. Eagle was a head, and on the day of Saint, on the day of Valentine, on the day of Valentine, Saint Valentine was a person who is responsible for making this pairs. Who is responsible for making pairs? So exactly what happened? Male birds come here, and female birds come, and they choose each other mates. Choosing a mate day is called Saint Valentine's Day, and Saint Valentine's was a person who is an eagle. Okay, so basically this story is about birds. That's why we call Parliament of Fowls. Fowls means birds. Okay, so here, because after the story only people started celebrating Valentine's Day. Remember that.
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay. Then come down. There are four important names of theater. Remember the theater names. Okay, first one is the curtain. These are the names which usually come in net exam also. The curtain, the rose, the swan, the globe. These are the famous theater names.
Yeah,
People
ma'am.
usually go to Europe to see these uh, theater now. Sometimes, even one of my friend went to Europe and she saw this the Globe Theater. And yeah, then come down. Characteristics of Renaissance drama. Renaissance drama was an introduction of interlude. Interlude, and I will tell you what are interludes. Interludes and Elizabethan drama. Interludes were similar to morality play, but unlike the formal, the actor played the role for a real people with a complex problem personality. Okay, I will explain what are interludes first. Interludes are the kind of play. Any idea what interludes is also called a play? It's very similar to morality play. One second. In interlude play, these are the short play. Okay, these are humorous in nature. That means comedy, humorous in nature, and it comes in between the play. For example, a play is going on. For example, King Lear play is being staged. Okay, so now जो बीच में break होता है ना जिसको हम interval बोलते हैं. That time there was no interval. Interludes usually come on the stages and they do another short plays and they entertain the audience. Are you getting my point?
Yeah, ma'am.
These are the interludes. Remember that. They are moralistic in tone because usually they want to give some moral example to the audience. Okay. They are usually very short. They often dealt with topics like politics or religion in a funny way. They are not teaching that in a very, what to say, like I am teaching in the class. They usually teach things in a very funny way. They were performed by professional actors. We cannot allow any normal actor to come and do the interlude play. Okay. And who wrote interlude play for the first time? The person name is Thomas Haywood. Remember this. Thomas Haywood. He was a prominent playwright who wrote interlude between 1920 to 1520. I'm so sorry, 1540. His famous play was The Four Peas. The play called The Four Peas. I don't remember exactly what these P belongs to. Playwright, something like that, related to that. I don't remember exactly. I'm sorry. Okay,
Yeah, ma'am.
I will explain whatever is left leaving in next class. Now come to Restoration Age, page number 28.
Yeah,
Restoration Age, known as age of restoration. What we are restoring in this science and culture again. Okay,
yeah, ma'am.
science and culture restoration. The great wars and the civil wars were far away. Also, the theater could be reopened. It was the beginning of the new drama. Okay, and
Yeah, ma'am.
the famous this age is known as Age of Dryden. Why we call Age of Dryden? Because John Dryden was a famous poet in this age. John Dryden. John Dryden was a very good critic also. He know how to criticize people. And it's not like he's criticizing जैसे कि हम लोग normal case में करते हैं किसी की back bitching. He's not back bitching. He's criticizing the works of the people.
Yeah,
Okay, he's a famous critic. उस टाइम पे क्या होता था उस टाइम पे क्या अभी भी if we are criticizing someone publicly we should have that capability to criticize ना. For example, whenever we go for a movie हम लोग आके वो feedback देते हैं ना कि okay, this movie is good, this movie is bad. So that is called criticizing. If we are saying something, that criticizing that time doesn't mean that we are saying something bad only. Okay, criticizing means We are saying something, it can be good and it can be bad. Okay, so John Dryden was a famous critic of that time, who usually criticized so many writers. William Congreve, William Wycherley. We will read that slowly, slowly. Okay,
Mhm.
and in this at this age, the famous the king was there. The king name is Charles II from 1660. Okay, 1660. King Charles II. In the Europe, the first what I like something good in the king's name is they don't have different names. It's like King James the first, then second, and then third. Same with Charles. James वाले में आता है Jacobean period. Remember in that way you will remember. Charles वाले में आता है कौन सा वाला पीरियड था अभी? I forgot the name.
Ma'am.
Caroline period, or what exactly the period is? One second.
Page number, ma'am.
I have the notes, but it's not properly. It's not just. Yeah, tell me, you were saying something.
No, no, ma'am. I'm asking about page number, ma'am.
Page number. I'm not telling you from the page. I'm just explaining.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, ma'am.
हाँ, Carolean age. Uh, अगर if you will remember the kings of that time, for example, King James comes in Jacobean, JJ. Okay, King Charles
Yeah,
come in Caroline age, Carolean. Write the spelling, Carolean. I cannot write it. Okay, now come to page number 31. Literally characteristics of restoration age. We'll try to finish this, hopefully. Okay, in that, rise of neoclassicism. Neo means hota hai half. Classicism means proper. So neoclassicism means a person who is half classic. Okay, neo का मतलब कभी पूरा नहीं होता. Neo का मतलब आधा होता है, आधा. The
yeah,
restoration marks a complete break with the past. The people believe in the present, the real. And neoclassicism means people are coming again to the reality. Okay.
yeah, ma'am.
And rules and regulations are coming back. And we are showing deep seriousness to the subject matter of the writer. Now, writer shifted. See, if you read the history of English literature, you will see every age has a different characteristics. In the age of Elizabethan, which we are reading right now, Renaissance age, in this age is called golden age because industrialization was coming, revival of classical text was also coming back. I'm not writing, I'm just explaining. Okay,
Yeah, ma'am.
uh, revival of classical text was coming. Before Elizabethan age, people were like so much fed up with wars and everything. So the kind of play shifted. See, at the time of classical age, the play were usually focused on saints, prophets, Jesus Christ, all this. Then people were like very fed up by looking. हर साल हम एक ही प्ले नहीं देख सकते ना. Whenever we are looking at the play, same story, same plot line, everything is same, we will be fed up. So people were fed up because of these kind of plays. Then to make them feel comfortable, or to make their life entertaining, they shifted to comedy. Okay, and in the comedy also they started making bad comedies, bad plays. This was before Elizabethan. Okay,
Yeah, ma'am.
and then again when the Elizabethan age came, people are coming back to classical text again. They were like, no, we are in this period, bad place time period, people are losing their humanistic uh, humanistic values. For example, right now also we are losing humanistic value. If we see somebody is getting murdered or doing anything, So we
Yeah,
don't
ma'am.
we don't feel that much now. Okay, it's just the news for us. We don't relate with that. uh, in the same way, we are losing humanistic value at the present. That time also, when human people were losing humanistic value, then again the age of restoration or renaissance came, and people started focusing on classical texts. People are going for morality plays, so that people will learn from moral things, that we should respect each and every individual. English literature is good for this. You will understand a kind of human mindset, how it goes during different time.
Yeah, ma'am.
Tomorrow I will explain you. Tomorrow we will deal with Macbeth. I will explain you, not tomorrow, I mean on coming Saturday. Okay, Macbeth. I will tell you setting everything, eh, and all. With that, we have another more one more thing now.
Yeah, ma'am.
Um, the rivals Richard B. Shidden. We will deal with both things because we have only 1 hour. So in half an hour, I will tell you about Macbeth, and in half an hour, I will tell you about rivals. What you have to focus for your this exam is origin of drama. Remember, there are what how drama emerged in Greek, how classical drama and modern drama has a difference. Elements of drama you will remember, protagonist, whatever which I explained you all. Okay, Renaissance to restoration. Remember a brief history. If you are not see, because in 6 days class I cannot explain you everything. So go to Google, check about Renaissance and Restoration age. Watch
Yeah.
video, you will understand a bit idea about what kind of story we are dealing with. In every age, there is some kind of writers. So you will understand from their right age will
Yeah.
tell you what writers are writing. Okay. And
Okay, ma'am.
uh, next in the next Saturday, I will be dealing with these both plays. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Uh, Thank you so much for today.
Thank you, ma'am.
I know that I did not prepare well. I apologize for that. But
No, no, ma'am. We get that, ma'am.
I get only very less time to prepare the class. From next time, you will get PPT, my this whiteboard, and hopefully you will see my face as well. So yeah, we'll meet on
Yeah.
next Saturday. Have a good weekend.
Thank you, ma'am. Same to you, ma'am.
Thank
Wish you
you.